Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Jacobs from Ooh La La Spa Anti-Aging and Wellness, and welcome to our Wednesday live show. And today I wanted to show you a new thing that we got. It says office use, but that's okay. This is an amazing trick that we got that you are going to want, and I'll tell you why. It's a makeup wipe. Oh, it's not open. Hold on. Okay. So I have an issue doing my routine in the evening because I don't want to say the word lazy, but I'm challenged. How about that? I'm challenged that I don't like to take the time to do my evening routine. So this is our saving grace right here. And what the wonderful thing is that it's made, these wipes are makeup wipes that are made for mineral makeup, made for the Colorescience products. It has some hyaluronic acid in it. It has, you know what, I'm gonna get my glasses because I can't read everything, but I was reading it this morning and it's amazing all the different stuff that it has in it. One of these days I'll find it. Antioxidants. Hyaluronic acid and coconut extract, white tea and green tea leaf extract to protect the skin, aloe vera, cucumber extract, and chamomile to calm and soothe. So it really is great for sensitive skin and everyday use. So I used my first one last night and I absolutely love it. My skin felt amazing. So let's do this. I have on my regular routine, which we're gonna go through. I'll put it all back on. But so all I did is wipe, you know, just like you're using any, you know, washcloth or whatever, but look, it's already coming off. I almost felt like I needed two last night. I only used one.
I like how strong they are.
They are.
You can they're like using a washcloth.
They are. I mean, they really are. So let's get my eyes. I did have a harder time getting my mascara off last night. But I still think that it came off pretty easily. So, almost done. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a second one just for the fun of it, just to see how much more is on there, don't you think?
Yeah, I can see how clean you got.
Yeah. Oh yeah, see, that's taking the mascara off beautifully. I just was not being patient last night. Imagine that. But now you get to see me with nothing on. So I'm always a little bit red right after I do anything. So I was just a tiny bit red last night, but really it did not last that long at all. So this is the no excuse tool that you need. And now you'll be able to, look at that. And now you'll be able to do your evening routine so much easier.
It is nice too because they're textured.
They are textured, yeah. And I mean, it's moist, but it's not too moist. So that's what I think it really feels good. So you can take a look at my face, and I think it's pretty darn clean. Mm-hmm. Okay, should we do another one just for the fun of it?
Yeah, you can see how.
Yeah. So this is actually a 30-day supply. So you are supposed to use one a day, but let's just see if I did a good enough job. And all I had on, yeah, that's pretty good. Look at that. I mean, you can barely see it. All I had on this morning was my Even Up. And of course, the Beauty on the Go, which again, I'll show you. So, okay, not too bad. As you see a little bit on there.
Yeah.
So I probably could have scrubbed a little bit more. Okay.
And these feel nice and thick. I've used a lot of makeup remover wipes, and these are so like luxurious feeling.
Yeah, and look, I mean, I'm trying to like break it apart, and I'm pretty strong. There we go. Okay, so that's that. So let's I'm gonna let my face dry for just a few seconds. They also have brush cleaning wipes. And I think these are pretty neat. It's so easy to clean the brushes, and I don't know if there's directions like how often you're supposed to do it, but I try to do it at least weekly. And they're just little baby wipes, and we'll just use this one. And it just cleans that brush. which this brush isn't that dirty. This is the one I had in my office, so it's not too bad. But in fact, it's pretty darn clean. Might be a newer one. But anyway, so that makes it nice and easy to clean the brushes too. Here, this one looks a little bit. Hey. Good. Actually, I mean, the brush looks totally clean. That's not. So, okay, we're just having so much fun cleaning right now. Okay, so what I do is I grabbed my routine and I use the TNS Recovery Complex, which is our growth factors, and that's what stimulates collagen. So I do one pump on one hand, one pump on the other hand, and I put this on my face and this on my neck. And I just rub it all in, and I come down as far as I can. And this is what tells your body to produce collagen. So it's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to help with the texture of your skin. And then I just rub this together on the backs of my hands, because your hands tell your age as well. So you want to get all the products on there. Now, if you watched last week, you saw that we did Limelight on the back of my hands, and here I am a week later, and you can see the chocolate chip. This was the darkest spot that I had, but all these little areas are from the Limelight bringing it to the surface. So it was a lot darker than that, and it's starting to slough off. So in the next few days, it's going to slough a little bit more. This hand, you don't see them anymore because they were just little baby spots on there. So that's good. So that one's looking better already. But if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it, because this is for brown spots. It also helps a little bit texture of your skin and a little bit of redness. But I was really treating brown spots, and again, treating the backs of my hands to get rid of those awful brown spots. Okay, so I let that sit for a little while, and then this is the Lumivive Day. And what it is it's a serum, and I do the same thing. Now my skin feels nice and tight right now. We do not have the essential serum, but the recovery is just the red part of the essential, and what the essential has is a white part, and it has antioxidants, peptides, and a little bit of a lightening and brightening agent. I'm not using that currently. I'm using the Lumivive because I feel like I'm getting what I need. It has high impact antioxidants in the AM. So this one's the AM. While I have this, I'll show you the PM one. It's a little bit different color.
I feel like it's thicker too.
It is thicker. Yeah, I definitely think it's thicker. So the AM is going to protect you against blue light, infrared, gives a little UV protection, even though it's not really the purpose of it. It's not an SPF, but it does protect. So think of it as your daytime protection from the environment. And again, well, okay, I've got my night on there. And then again, I rub my night in, and then that way it's all on there. So that's my AM protection, my daytime protection, and it's going to make my skin glow. So once that is done, I let that dry for a few minutes. Then I move on to my Total Eye. The Total Eye is a 3-in-1. It's an SPF 35. So first and foremost, I think that's super important. It has UVA and UVB protection. It has a little bit of color to it. So this part is cool. It's a metal alloy, and so when you put it under your eye, you're really just going to squeeze just a little bit out. One pump. Let me show you one pump. I mean, this is one pump. Ooh. You do not need one pump. That is a lot. So I'm going to take some of that. So I do about a quarter.
Let's do a close up on your eyes before you put it on.
Oh, okay. Close up on the eyes.
Okay, that's the before.
Okay, so what that you can see, I've got dark circles, and actually it's darker on this side, but you can also see some lines. So I do 3 dabs on each side. The beauty of this product too is that you can put it on your upper eyelid to get the protection, but you can use it as a makeup primer, like your eye makeup primer. And so you just rub this in. And it feels so good because it's nice and cool. Oh, should I have just done one?
Oh, you're fine. We did both.
Now there's probably a little much going on that upper eyelid, but I just go ahead and dab it. And sometimes I even bring it down. Let's do just a tiny bit more right in here. Okay, I'm done. Rub this. I take my time on this one because it feels so good, and I really like the way it covers everything. And so this is probably the longest that I do anything. You don't have to do it this long, but I think it feels good. It makes my under eyes look so much better. And I like the way it helps to protect and helps with the upper lid. But what's even more important is you've got your SPF, you've got your color, but this is a treatment. This is actually going to help treat fine lines and wrinkles. And that's why it's so important to get up here, because it's going to help to tighten up the skin on your upper eyelid. So much better.
You can see the color correction.
Yeah, so much better. So this is the Colorescience Total Eye. This is the number 1, maybe number 2 product that I cannot live without, okay? So that's there. Obviously, I do not need all of this. I just wanted to show you the pump. So then I do my Even Up. And Even Up is another amazing product from Colorescience. It is a 3-in-1. So it's going to have the color, just like the Total Eye. It's going to have the SPF, just like the Total Eye, but this one is a 50. It's a UVA, UVB protection. And it has treatment properties in it that's going to help your brown spots. So that's why I was saying I don't know if this is 1 or this is 2 or this is 1 or this is 2. 1 together, because I cannot live without these 2 products. So with the Even Up, I put it in my fingers, and again, I don't do a full pump. And this one is so important to warm up. So I just rub a little bit into with my fingers, and then I'm just going to put it all over. And it just smooths everything. It feels so silky, so smooth. And it just evens everything out. A little on my jawline here. I'm going to do just a little bit more pump for my forehead. And then it's just going to meld right into my skin. The more you rub this around, the better it blends in. And I wear it as my makeup every single day. I wear it to the gym. I wear it if I'm just going to run to the store. I cannot live without this product. So again, just evening everything out while it is treating brown spots, which, as you saw in my, without any makeup on, I mean, I really don't have brown spots, and that's because I take care of it with the Even Up. So let that sit for a few minutes, and a lot of times I have a little extra, and I go ahead and put it on the backs of my hands too, because I'm going to get the sunscreen to protect the backs of my hands. Okay, so that's that. Then my next step, and I do this so much faster. I know I'm taking my time right now, so you can see, but really it's boom, 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 and I'm in and I'm out. Okay, so I love the Beauty on the Go. I love this palette. I think that I'm not a big makeup girl. We had the junior service, which is night out on Saturday, and I was like sitting at my little makeup stand here going, I don't even know how to put makeup on except for how I do it every single day, because I was taught how to use the Beauty on the Go. So I really didn't do much with it. I just did the same thing I normally do because it's easy. So I use, this is my inside corner of my eye. I use this as my outside corner, and then I blend it with this. I use this as my blush, and then I use this as a highlighter. So I do the inner corners, and then I do the underneath my eyebrows. So let's get my brushes, and these Colorescience brushes I love. They have everything you need. Oops, my blusher is not in there, but they have everything that you need in them, and they're made So they hold on to the product. So see that? I love it. And it makes it so easy. So again, inside corner, gives it just a little bit of color. I actually did a little sparkle this morning on top of it with some other mineral stuff. Outside corner. And that's with this little brush. And it's a little bit harder than the other one. The other one was so soft. Okay. And then I use this one, which is just a little fluffy brush. And I just use that, and then I just blend them together. Blend, blend, blend. And normally I would do my blush, but let me do the highlights. So I'll just go right in the corner here and up there. And you can really see, can you tell a big difference from side to side?
Yeah, it's like more awake, more.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, you can see, I don't know, my eyes are what bother me the most because I look tired. So we just blend. And this is from a non-makeup where Steph can probably give us more. And then I just go right up here too, and that just gives a little, I don't know, pick me up.
It kind of like lifts that area.
Lifts it. This is our Botox in a powder form. How about that? Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then let me find a blush brush. And I just put a little blush on the cheeks, on each side. Now, all of these products that I'm talking about have an SPF in them, and they're all mineral. And mineral means that it doesn't have any harsh chemicals, talc, dyes, anything bad in it. So this is healthy makeup for your skin, but it also has an SPF, and so you're protecting that skin. So then I use their powder, and the color I use is light ivory. And they have all different colors in here. So we color match to what, let's look the same, color match to what your skin tone is, and it blends beautifully in. So lots of different options there. But as I said, I am light ivory.
And I was a huge liquid foundation person before I started working here. I won't go back. Good. I like how the Colorescience covers everything. It's got a nice finish, and it's finely milled. So you can, I don't want to say pack it on, but you can pack it on to get the coverage that you need.
Yeah, and so let's say, which we'll talk about the corrector palette in a second, but let's say that I've got a little bit more coverage that I want. So what I could do is I have my first layer on, and then I spritz it, which feels amazing. Let that dry for a second. This is setting the minerals. And then I'm gonna let that dry for a few seconds. I'm gonna do another round, and that's what Steph's talking about, is that you can put as much on for coverage as you want, and it doesn't look cakey because of how finely milled it is. There are a lot of powders out there that make you look extremely cakey, make you look older. The powders go under the eyes and into the creases. That's because of the talc. That's because of the bad stuff, all the bad stuff that's in the powder. When you have a natural powder, it's not going to do that. It should not do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my mascara on. Now, my favorite, so the three I was telling you that I can't live without, I can't live without my Even Up, my Total Eye, and then the Colorescience mascara. So I'm gonna do one. I love when I put one on, you can see the difference in my lashes. So this one is, again, all natural. There's no tar, there's no dyes, there's no chemicals. It's natural coloring. And so it's safe for your lashes. And this is, it's an older mascara because it was in my office, but it's still good. It darkens, thickens, and it darkens, thickens, and lengthens the lashes. Give me just two seconds. Start talking, Steph.
I have no words. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so take a look at the eye with the mascara and the eye without.
Without. It's like night and day.
I mean, it is. It's crazy. And that's why
And they're long.
They're long, yeah. Now, I have Latisse, and I use Latisse, so my lashes are definitely longer because of Latisse. But the difference is ridiculous. And I can't leave the house without my mascara. So, let's put it on the other one so I don't look so ridiculous. And there's an eyebrow kit. I mean, there are so many other things that you can do. We actually are going to do a full-fledged, I hate using the word makeup because this is so much more, but we are going to do a full makeup class on November the 20th, which we'll make sure we talk about it several times before then. But if you want to come in and try this, that's the perfect time to do it because everything's out on the table. We have it set up. Everybody has their own individual mirror. We'll be using these wonderful wipes to get anything that you come in, take all of your makeup off, and you'll do exactly what I was doing, but for you, obviously. This is the best way to learn about the products, the best way to try the products. Once you try it, you will absolutely love it. Like, I seriously cannot live without these products. So, okay, so let's do another coat of the powder. So take a look, though, at my skin. And do you see the powder settling in any of my fine lines and wrinkles?
Use the spray so you actually look dewy.
So dewy. I look dewy. Okay, so let's do another round of powder. And actually, at this time, I'm going to show this before we do that. You can put your Total Eye on at the end of the day. Like if you're going to a meeting or something, you can put the Total Eye on directly over your Even Up. And it just brightens it even more. Oh, I love this product. Okay, so. Mascara there.
No, it is really cool. Total Eye you can use before or after your Even Up, before or after your powder. The powders are formulated to work with or without like wet product.
So I just put the Even Up or the Total Eye back on. So again, just kind of brightens up that area. Before I do the powder, let's do a Unforgettable brush. Because this is what you're going to use for reapplication. We are just going crazy. This is a dry powder sunscreen. So you can see that the product's coming out. It's powder. Down here is the powder. And you saw me apply everything, so you know that I just put all my quote-unquote makeup on. And what you do with your Unforgettable brush is tight circles all the way around. And I tend to spritz again. So if you are a person who is outside all the time, let's say you're a rep and you're driving all the time during the week, then that's the perfect product for you because you should be reapplying every 2 hours. This can go in your car. It goes in every one of my kids' bags so that we always have it. It's in all of our cars. It's everywhere in my purse. And that way it's there for us. But it's an absolute must. I mean, for kids, for adults. Now, here's the powder. So I'm still a little bit dewy. Let's see how much makeup I can put on.
And you don't feel it.
You don't feel it at all. I'm just going to do half. So really, the only difference that I'm going to spritz again, the only difference that I see is that I feel like you don't see my blush as much on this side because I've covered it a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So what do you think? Can you tell that in the...
I can tell. I don't know if they can tell. Like she's really blushed here. She put on more makeup and the blush has gone away.
Okay.
But she doesn't look cakey with all
No.
of the powder she's put on.
Right. I just put 3 layers of powder on. So, and then also at the end of the day, you know, if you have a meeting or something, just keep on spritzing, and that'll make you more dewy. Let's talk about lips, and then I think that is everything. I like the rose. That one's rose. But you know what? Let's use champagne, since I don't ever really use the champagne. And let's see what it's like, because I don't know that I even know that I have it. But they have their little holiday kit, and it's plum, and it's so pretty.
I'm going to show it while you apply.
Okay.
Here's the new holiday kit. I don't know if you can see the dark plum color. It's pretty. I want to try this one.
So this is the champagne. Ooh, I like it. And it has an SPF 35. So again, very healthy for your skin, and protecting you. So that's the champagne.
Oh, I like that one.
I know, that's really pretty. I've not used that one.
So you've got total eye around your eyes, even up on your face, reapplication with some forgettable brush. All the makeup has at least an SPF of 35 in it. And your lips are protected too. So your whole face is protected by Colorescience.
And the 2 products that we put on prior to, your growth factors are stimulating collagen. Your Lumi Day is protecting against blue light, infrared. Although Even Up does protect against infrared too. But blue light, when I'm talking about blue light, that's your cell phones, that's your iPads, that's your computer screens. So we are all on blue light every single day and we're exposed to it. And what you really need to understand is that that is going to age us, and potentially, and I'm just saying potentially, could create skin cancer, the new tanning beds. So you really need to be protected. If you didn't want to go with Even Up, their Sun Forgettable, my boys will use, has a little color to it, and they don't use it because of the color, and this, obviously that's a lot, but it blends in, and the color actually helps it so that it does not look like you have anything on your skin. So they use, I have to beg them to use this. I don't have to beg so much to use this. This is their primary. So like you said, we've covered everything. What's nice about doing these Unforgettable is you can remember to grab your ears. You can do the back of your neck, as long as you're doing 2 tight circles. And I always do, at the lower, the neck too, which I did bring my even down down my neck too. But anyway, it's a pretty simple routine. I feel protected because what's happening is you're layering your protection on there, and that's super important. And then you're using this as your reapplication. So I'm putting healthy products on my skin. 2 of the products, the Colorescience products, treat fine lines and wrinkles, treat brown spots, and then everything else has the SPF so that we are protecting our skin. So, as I said, we're going to have, now you can come in at any time and play with this stuff, but we love when we do our makeup classes, and we're trying to come up with a fancy name for it, so it's not just technically makeup, it's healthy skin makeup. But what we love these because everybody really enjoys meeting each other, and we learn so much from each other. So that's going to be on November 20th, so keep an eye out for that. If you have any questions, please leave a message, send us a private message, or give us a call at 618-288-9117. Thanks so much for watching.